Let's go to Gary, who's in Alabama. Hi, Gary.
Hello, Eddie. How's it going?
I'm great. What's going on today, Gary?
Okay, check this out. Do you think because of the pandemic, because you know how tough it is out there, that bands like Journey could possibly get back? I know with Steve Perry, Don't Stop Believing, because they are thinking about how life is short and they've really had time to think about, you know, how hard it is, you know, and they put away some of their differences. Do you think this might change their minds? Kind of like Van Halen with Sammy Hagar. What do you think?
You know, it's a question that's come up a couple times while we've been in this pandemic mode, Gary, and I don't think it's a crazy one because there's a couple things going on. There's maybe the life is short and we're getting older and maybe it's time to bury the hatchets and all that vibe. But also, let's be honest, the music industry is a business. You all are hearing and reading from industry professionals saying that when concerts come back, it's going to take a lot to get the fans to come back in some instances. They're going to have to sweeten the deal a little bit. They may have to lower ticket prices a little bit. They might not be able to do meet and greets, which is a huge extra chunk of money for some bands. What would inspire bands to, or fans rather, to throw caution to the wind and come out and see a concert? Maybe a reunion with a lineup that they've been wanting or a band that's been inactive coming back. The crazy thing about all this and the timing of this right now is that 2020, as we mentioned the other day, Gary, has been and really was the year of the reunion. You already were getting Motley coming back and My Chemical Romance and Rage Against the Machine and there's others I'm forgetting, Black Crowes. So it was already like the year of the reunion, and I think a lot of that was driven by, as I've said for years now, the bigger acts have over-toured that are out there every summer, getting some fresh blood that also is guaranteed tickets. So the incentive and the money was already huge for those bands that are being put on the table because they were inactive and they were coming back. Now we'll see what happens with them. Are they going to be able to hold it together when they do get ready to tour? Could they splinter? And will it incentivize other bands to do some sort of reunion again? Because they're all the competition's going to be more fierce than ever when this starts up again because it's going to be double saturated and you're still going to have people freaked out about going. But if it's like, hey, it's Van Halen with Sammy Hagar, which, you know, there's a lot of people want to see, or Van Halen with any version, or if it's, you know, Skid Row with Sebastian Bach, or if it's Cinderella coming back as Cinderella, or if it's, you know, Journey with Steve Perry, certainly. Those are huge logs thrown on a fire for a band that's going to take some hits in other areas to try to make up. So it's a very valid point, and it wouldn't surprise me at all, Gary, if we see it.
Thanks, I appreciate it. Don't stop believing.
Yeah, really. Thank you, Gary. I mean, nobody knows. I don't think, and I like where Gary's coming from on it, from the angle of, hey, life is short. We're all getting older. Hopefully most of us survive a pandemic. Let's bury any hatchets we got out there and go bring a lineup that the fans really want out to the public. As much as that's a nice thought as being the driver of that potentially happening, again, I don't mean to be, I'm not trying to be pessimistic in any way. I'm just honest. I'm just hitting this honestly as somebody who has done this forever and knows what goes on. The bigger driver is going to be the guarantee and the money.